today we would like to officially welcome you to the media test drive. This model you see here, obviously is the NX. It's a very important model for us, not only in terms of a new model launch and sales, but actually this signifies the next chapter of the Lexus brand. What we mean is, in the next chapter is the evolution of the Lexus design language and also many technological advances. So if you notice, there are a few design cues which are brand new to Lexus in this model. You will start to see these design cues in future Lexus models from now on. Hybrid models, electric models, so on and so forth. I think the obvious one being the back LEXUS. Okay, and also there are many Lexus first features which have not been featured in any Lexus cars before this. After this, my colleague Sham will take you through a very short product presentation. He will actually highlight the design concept and also focus on the Lexus Lexus first specific features on this car.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your continuous support for Lexus. Today I will be doing the product presentation, and in fact we have worked many months to get the specs and the price right for this car, and today here is the hard work that we have put in, and we are proud to present to you the all-new Lexus NX right here. So let me just run briefly with you on the first generation NX, which we introduced in Malaysia back in 2015 on the Vital Tech design concept. So with Vital Tech, what they are planning, what they aim to achieve here is use of advanced technologies to create a vital dynamism. So by that, what we mean is you have new multimedia, and then you have new features that enhances the user experience of the new Lexus NX. And the most interesting of these is the Tatsuna concept. Tatsuna is a Japanese word which signifies the relationship between a horse rider and his horse, and how the horse rider uses the reins to control the horse. Every bit of movement from the rider is translated to how the horse behaves. And so there is always an intuitive connection between the horse and the rider. And this is what we aim to achieve in the new Lexus. Alright, now coming to the exterior of the car, let me start up at the front. Something that you're all familiar with, the iconic spindle grille. Now, part of the Lexus Next Chapter design is removing or eliminating the chrome elements of the spindle grille. Now you notice everything is now jet black. So the jet black accent is seen at the front of the vehicle, which replaces the chrome. Other than that, something that you're familiar with other F-Sport models is the mesh design, which is L motifs in an interlocking mesh pattern. This is to unify all the F-Sport because of the F-Sport branding. And at the bottom, you will see some aerodynamic aids. So what happens is, at high speeds, you have better performance in terms of aerodynamics, and also better cooling performance as well. It just creates a very beautiful image of the car. So that front splitter with that satin silver finish creates not only a contrast, but it just has a beautiful stance to the car. Now you notice the main beam and the high beam is now using a slim type beams. So the benefit of this design is that you have a more compact headlamp, and however the function and the strength of the high beams and the main beams are not compromised. So it's a very great achievement that they have achieved here. And the DRL, as you can see here, is now integrated with the main headlamp unit. So previous generation, you have noticed that it was separated from the main headlamp. So now, something new that I would like to highlight here is the DRL has a fade-in illumination control. So what happens is, as your car accelerates, the DRL will illuminate brighter. And when your car decelerates, and when you slow down, basically the DRL will dim. There are a lot of next chapter design here, but let me start with the aerodynamic elements here. Now at the rear, for the F-Sport, you have a rear bumper diffuser. This aids aerodynamic performance. You can look under the car later. And you have this rear apron, which complements the front splitter that I just mentioned earlier. It is finished in satin silver, regardless of what body color you take. if you step into the interior of this car, the first thing that catches your attention is the 14-inch wide display screen, which is the largest in class. And apart from that, also I would like to highlight that the old remote touchpad is discontinued because it will be redundant, because you got touchscreen and it's a very large screen, very intuitive because it responds quite similar to your handphone. And this is the new generation Lexus multimedia, so you can try it and it feels so much more different than the previous models. Also, something worth noting here is the new heads-up display. So this heads-up display is linked to the steering switches. Now these steering switches are touch switch. It's not a mechanical switch. So when you touch them, you'll notice that your heads-up display has separate function for each button. And it is a new generation sort of heads-up display. You can try it later. You can assign different functions. And it's mated to a 8-speed direct shift automatic transmission. Now, something special about this powertrain, about the performance of Lexus in general, especially with this NX, is that you have a very impressive power, but the key element of Lexus performance is not how fast the car can go or how quick it can accelerate, but rather how effortlessly it does it without compromising comfort. That is the key element of Lexus performance, which you do not get in competitor models. It is a key selling point that Lexus thrives on, and this is what drives our sales, because comfort and cabin quietness and the whole experience of picking up to that speed is what matters in a Lexus. Another Lexus first item is the electronically controlled full-time all-wheel drive. This is something new. It distributes torque to the front and rear axle, and it's a full-time four-wheel drive. So you, as the driver, you'll feel very confident when you're turning around the corner. You'll experience that on the track, showing over and heat blue. And interior colors, we have black and flare red. So if you have noticed here, Lexus offers the most number of color variations, the most combinations of colors, and we take great pride in it because you can personalize your Lexus to suit your taste. So that is something that we are proud of, that we have something that competitors don't have as much as Lexus does.